we can move from just getting people to see the healthy side of our business, that's the health side, to leveraging on it and generating income. A lot of us have that challenge. When we approach our prospects, we always sell the health. It's not a bad thing, that's the foundation of the business. But it gets to a point, we want it to translate to money, we want it to translate to business. And most people don't know how to transit from just helping people to solve their health challenges to also creating a business from it to be able to solve your own money needs. And Mr. Martin has successfully done that. Today, we are celebrating him as a Crown Diamond. He achieved that rank some months back. And Crown Diamond simply means that on one account, he has generated over 300,000 US dollars. Now, if we do a calculation in Naira, what would that give us, please? Those that can punch calculator, help me punch. $300,000. Our exchange rate is 460. So help me do 460 by 300,000.
138
Can I get
million.
the value?
138 million.
138 million naira. Minimum, it's gone past that, but that's the minimum on one account. And it has multiple accounts, not just one. Now the question is in this same business with us, is a trend ambassador, like we call ourselves, in phytoscience with the primary aim of helping people solve their health challenges. Now, how has Mr. Martin been able to, outside solving people's health challenges, how is he able to create a business to the point that he has generated over 150 million naira? That's what we want to learn today. So if you are ready, I think he is also ready to show us how we can move from health to having not just health, but health and wealth. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me with a sounding applause. Let it resound so that we can hear it physically here. So ensure that it's full screen reaction. Please jam your hands together as we welcome Mr. Martin Ahaisibwe from Uganda. From Uganda. Mr. Martin, retired successful. Are you here with us? Please, can we show some love to Mr. Martin? Show some love, full screen reaction, please. It's not an easy feat at all. So if you want this to be your own story as well, then please jam your hands together for him. Mr. Martin, are you with us? I saw you I saw you a bit. I saw you a while ago. Okay, it's going to join us if it's not here. I think he's here. Hope network hasn't thrown him out. Okay, so my co-host, please help me look so that if he's in and it's no longer the co-host, he won't be able to unmute himself. So help me check. Martin, he also used to put the name Retire Successful. So look for Martin or Retire Successful.
He's not in.
Okay,
No.
It's not in the room.
Yes.
Okay, that's Almighty Network. Almighty Network. Okay, while we wait for Retire Successful to join us, that's Mr. Martin. I have one of my newly members in the room. Osato, can you unmute yourself?
Good evening, Didi.
Yeah, hi Osato, how are you?
Hi, thank you. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. Okay, so while we're waiting for Mr. Martin, I know we celebrated you on Tuesday, and we would just like you to share what it means to be reborn, because you were in the system for a while. You didn't do anything when you joined. Reasons why you didn't do anything, you stated the last time. But I just want the new people that are here to also hear from you how the journey has been so far for you in phytoscience.
Good evening, everyone. Didi, thank you once again.
Can we see your face, please?
You're putting me on the spot. Good evening. Good evening, everyone. Thank you. Like I said the last time, I am grateful to God. I thank God that I didn't give up at the point I started. because when I came into this business, honestly, I came for a purpose, just to help someone, get his word back. But I think I was not patient enough. I used the pack and I expected a miracle, just like what people would do when you're new. And off I ran and left that account. But thank God for the person who introduced me, my mama in the business, Anka Amurawaye. She didn't give up on me. She kept, coming around the circle. Sister, come and say. I just told her, I will come. That account actually expired. And that was in 2018. 2018. I left the account. Then 2019 August, Sister Anka came back again to tell me about the promo that was ongoing. Then it wasn't Booster Gold. It was the ordinary gold, the one with the 420 product points. That there was a promo that will take you automatically to platinum, and once you do that, you earn. As she was talking, it was actually going out of the other ear. I was just busy calculating what I'll make on the products. By the time I sell my products, I should get my money back. And you won't blame me. Sister Anka is a wonderful person. I didn't want her to get hurt or offended, because the way she kept coming, I wanted to please her somehow. And she took me to meet someone, we spoke, and at the end of the day, I made up my mind and I actually bought into it. I came into the business. But guess what? I took the products again and I went looking for her to just dispose them to get my money back. I left the account details and everything with Sister Anka to manage for me. And that was another story for another day. We went on and on. She would come and tell me that account, you need to do maintenance. I'll say, oh, do it. Honestly, I didn't even understand. I didn't understand what she was talking about. I had an interest, yes, the product, because I heard so much from her. And even the second time I came back, I thought, okay, I could actually use this one to reach out to people. So after cutting those products and had finished selling them, I just took off again. But she didn't give up. She kept coming after me. Then on one of these occasions, I actually attended a live presentation at Alex's place. And on that day, Didi was the one presenting. I sat down there. Honestly, I wanted to be part of it, but it didn't just get in. Not that I didn't want to listen, but I had other things, because I also run my business. I'm an entrepreneur, and I was there, calls kept coming, and at a point I had to leave. And that was it. But trust Sister Anka, she kept on, she held on to that account. And every time she comes back, my sister, there's money in this business. I say, hey, there's money. Yes, come and see, there's money. I say, okay, I'm coming. So to the glory of God, I just left that account. And she would tell me, oh, you've made some money. And I told her one day, buy a product for me. She bought a double sensor for me. I guess that was a maintenance. But here I was, May ending, I think about May 27th or 8th, I can't remember, during the COVID period, I was sitting in my living room and I decided to check what was actually happening. Because ironically, she put me on all the platforms and I kept getting, messages, and that was how I logged in to the Zoom meeting. And Didi was there giving it out, and I listened and I got interested, and I said, okay, come, let me see what is happening here. And after that day, it was a turning point for me. It was actually the day I became new. I was giving birth to a new person, and I started pursuing the business. That was May ending. And to the glory of God, I found out that actually I missed out, but I don't have any regrets. I just tell every leader in the house, don't give up on any account. Don't call anybody inactive, because that person may become the chief cornerstone. The person will rise, because the truth is that we need to let them understand what is in the business, what it is. And even sometimes as leaders, when you try, if the person's interest is not there, let the person be, but come back, put the person on reserve. And that was what happened to me. And today, I just thank God for the victory. As at last week, or a week and some few days ago, I ranked star 2. I just thank God. And for the people in the house, we know what that means. Thank you, Didi.
We can't hear.
Yeah, can we
Can we
appreciate
hear you?
Osato? Yeah, I didn't have it muted. Can we please appreciate Osato? Osato started like most people would do. Um, got introduced into the factor science, the business by a friend, and didn't do anything. She didn't have a need for doing anything. What she did was to buy products for a purpose, for someone that needed the product, but she wasn't looking at it for business at all. And at some point, she didn't feel like the product was delivering what she wanted it for. And she just laxed. She just relaxed and didn't take it for because the essence, like I said, was for product. And amazingly, the person that introduced her, kept on trying to show her the opportunities that lies in phytoscience, but she didn't budge until COVID came. And when COVID came, because she had other streams of income, other businesses, COVID came and the opportunity to listen came because now she's at home, not going to work and all that. And she decided to, okay, let me just attend one of these Zoom. Now that can be anybody that just decided to attend this meeting this evening. But that Zoom meeting was the game changer. That was when she saw the opportunity that Madam Anka was trying to show her. She came to understand it and she started to drive the business. And between that time and now, less than 6 months, she's generated over 7,000 US dollars. That is amazing. Money that could have been missed. I'd missed other stuff. What could have been missed, if she still decided not to look at the opportunity. So it's a very, very, very interesting one. And she has achieved the rank, a rank of envy. So if you're here today and initially why you decided to partner was because of health, you can have best of both. Now, the same Osato that didn't think the product was working now has loads of testimonies, from other people that she's given the same products to, and they are thanking God every day for her showing them this product. So we need to be patient. When someone introduces you to this thing, you need to be patient and allow the product to work. At the same time, leverage your needs and generate income. You're going to be blessed both ways. So this evening, our guest speaker, is it back in the house?
Yes, yes.
Okay, good, good. Can
Uganda, Uganda. You can search by Uganda.
Okay, good. Yes, I have him now. Make co-host. All right, so let's welcome in again. We didn't see the applause the first time, so please let's welcome in once again, Mr. Martin Haisipe. You're welcome. You have the floor now. Take it away. Empty yourself to us this evening. You need to show us how we can move from being consumers to being business builders.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much, our blessed and wonderful twin ambassador, Mary Didi, all the way from Nigeria. Yeah, happy to meet you once again on the Zoom, and I'm glad to be with the fellow champions of phytoscience on this Zoom tonight. Yes, so thank you so much for the opportunity, and I am really very happy and excited that people are able to, sacrifice some time, put it aside to make sure that they attend this Zoom. Yeah, so regardless of where you are located or where you're from, whether in Nigeria, I'm sure you must be having some teammates from, other countries, perhaps Ghana, perhaps the UK, perhaps those other neighboring areas, Niger. Yeah, I welcome you and I salute you. My name is Martin Haisiwe. I'm from Uganda. I so happen to be the leader in Uganda, and I think one of those passionate people in Africa when it comes to phytoscience. I'm sorry, my internet is a bit tricky today. I don't know whether you can hear me, Didi.
Very clear. You're good.
Is my audio clear enough?
Clear. Very clear. You're good.
Or is it breaking?
No, it's clear.
Okay, so I apologize in advance. In case you see me off, you know, it is expected. The last 2 days have not been good with my some of my internet providers. So I'm just trying to get back to my reliable Wi-Fi. I just got to learn tonight that it was actually finished. So it's a bit tricky for me to have them credit me, especially at this time of the night. So I'm trying my level best. Once it's back, I know there I'll be perfectly available. Yeah. So
Okay.
yeah, thank you so much once again for the opportunity. So tonight, I think you would like us to go through the presentation, phytoscience, especially the business part. I'm not sure if all of us on the Zoom are well versed with the product, yeah, the phytoscience product range. So Didi, you guide me on what to talk about tonight. I'm ready for you. You want me to go
Okay.
business straight?
Yeah, our Friday's meeting is actually business. We do health on Tuesday. So we've already warned them that we are not, like I call it, we're not discussing staphylococcus today.
Okay.
We're discussing,
Okay. So
we're
that
discussing
means tonight we
pocket
don't
cancer.
have. Tonight we do not have a new. I mean, people appearing for the very first time.
Okay, it was a bit slurry there, but I think I can make out what you're trying to say. That we do have new people, but they are expectant for business because that's what we advertised today for.
Oh, okay. I already see some notification with some people who are here for their very first time.
Yeah.
Okay, so allow me share my screen and get started as I wait for my reliable network. I don't know if I'll be able to share a few clips that might mean a lot to one or two of us. I came across some of these clips, and in most cases, I don't just watch to enjoy. I watch to pick out some knowledge. They are very educative, and they are true life experiences. Yeah, so I'll just play this and maybe talk about it a little, and then we move forward. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so allow me share. Okay. Yeah, I'm able to share. So I'm going to pick it. Do you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay.
Let me show you why time is so important. So in society, typically, here's what happens. We're born, we're kids, and then we're teenagers, and roughly around here, we start to work. And we work. We keep working all the way until we're 65 years old. So as you can see, that is most of your life. So it is very important to spend this time doing something that you love. Being a kid is nice. Retiring is nice. But what about the years in between? These should not be just a write-off and just waiting for Friday. Just get through it. Can't wait till retirement. Because once those years are gone, they're gone that you hate. Just for a paycheck. What we know is that we live on Earth and then we die. Where we go after we die, it's up for debate. We all have different opinions on that. You get one shot, one chance, make the most of it, and make sure that you are happy with your life. Unfortunately, we don't have forever. So I didn't mean to make this to scare you. I made it to motivate you And I want you to get after that thing that you've been wanting to do. Now is the time. Pursue it, go after it. You have nothing to lose. And make all of your years from birth to death meaningful, special, and purposeful. All the best. Good luck.
Okay. So I don't know whether it was very clear enough, this particular clip. It basically summarizes our lifetime. And it's very unfortunate that in most cases, when we are talking about our life, we don't want to talk about death because nobody really wants to see that happen. We like it or not, that time comes and yeah, we are expected to have accomplished our mission on the planet and then get moving to another section. Yeah, so basically we have what we call life expectancy. And yes, in Africa, I can say this bracket we are looking at is really average for us. You rarely find people going beyond the age of 80. So that means once you cross into 80, you expect your systems to run down. And yes, and when you are at 10 years of age, you are all jolly. Unfortunately, between the first year and it's around the 20th year or the 18th year, you you are just in the world and you don't understand much. Yeah, there is much that one would want to do around that age, but because you don't understand it all, or you lack a lot of knowledge, your brain is still under development. You find that you are unable to do certain things at that time. And as we cross into the age of 20, 25, we begin to understand our purpose in life. We begin to understand situations. And as we cross into 20, 27, 30, 35, people begin to engage in family. Yeah, people begin to go independent. People begin to understand what life is about. People begin to engage in employment. People are coming out of school. They are maturing. People are getting brighter and sharper. And at the end of the day, you find that we are most active. We are most active between the age of 30 and 50 years. Yeah, to be more precise, around 30 to 45 years of age, that bracket. Yeah, so it's very important to understand that and get to know that it is practical, it is realistic, and you cannot go against it. That's the norm, that is nature, and that's how it is dictates. So the years to maximize on Earth between the year 30 and then when you're 30 years of age to around 45 and 50. If we went slightly higher, 50, that's where you have some energy. That's where you have the potential to move from one area to another area. 3 days ago, I was able to drive about 1,800 kilometers. You know, I'm able to do that because I'm falling in that bracket. But trust me, at the age of 60, one may not be able to do that. Yeah, so what you do between this bracket, 30 to 50 years of age, will determine how the rest of your years on Earth will be, you know, before death, before you hit that big word there. So you have to determine your future. You have to determine your fate. You have to determine your, you know, your elderly lifestyle when you clock 30 to around 50 years of age. Yeah, so I'm playing this so that people get to understand that we are limited by time and we don't have a lot of time left, because I do understand that most of us on the Zoom have already crossed into the bracket that I'm talking about. The bracket that is expected to be, you know, maximized by you as an energetic person, maximized by you who is a potential person. Yeah. Yeah, just 1 minute, just excuse me, 1 minute. Just 1 minute. Didi, can you just play for me something in the meantime?
Okay.
I have an emergency here.
Oh, okay. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's just give him some time to attend to um, the urgency of what he has to attend to. He'll be back with us soon. Okay. What is happening? Why am I always muting myself? Bolu, I think you are the one that is muting me. I think you are the one muting my mic. Okay, please let's just indulge our guest to attend to his emergency. Is going to get back to us soon. So I noticed that we have new persons that joined us while the meeting has commenced. So if it's your first time here, can you indicate so that we'll use this opportunity to welcome you while we're waiting for our guest to get back on with us? So if it's your first time here, can you do a show of hands? If you're a guest tonight, can you do a show of hands? Okay, is that Kel? Kel, are you clapping for the person, or are you indicating that it's your first time? Okay, let me see. It's raising their hand. Where are my co-hosts? Why are you just leaving this task for me? Can you please help me if you notice someone is raised hand? You're not co-host for fancy. Otherwise, I will sack you guys and get vibrant co-hosts. As if this my. Okay, Kel, is your first time. Oh, please, can we just appreciate Kel? Can we show some love? Can we appreciate Kel? Thank you for joining us. I'm trying to look for her. Yeah, show some love. Can you unmute her? Let's hear from her.
Oluwakemi, right?
Kel, can you please help me unmute her? No, Kel, Agu Guam or something. I'm not saying the name well. Kel, K-E-L, not Kemi. It's showing Kel.
Yeah, I'm on mute.
Okay. Oh, I was thinking, how did I think Kel is a lady? How are you doing, sir?
I'm fine. Happy to be here.
Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us. May we know who invited you?
Christina San Sotolewe, something like that. I think
Okay.
it's
All right, you're welcome.
Yeah, she's on that.
You're welcome. I noticed in the chat you want to ask a question relating to health, but you have to indulge us a bit. We'll probably will attend to that at the end because today is actually our business meeting. But since you're here and it's your first time, we will take your question. But please hold on for us till we get to the end of the presentation.
No problem.
All right, thank you so much. I think our guest speaker is back. All right, Mr. Martin, you can go ahead.
Okay, sorry, I had a very huge bang, somewhere, and I needed to check. In Uganda, it's coming to 11 p.m.
Election. Okay.
Something rare. So sorry, apologies, but I'm back. Everything is okay.
Welcome back.
Yeah. So I was talking about life, and I was talking about the practical bit of what we ought to face or what we are already facing. And basically, just to show you that we must maximize each and every minute, second, and opportunity that comes to us, especially if it is the right opportunity like phytoscience. Yeah, so let's do it like no other thing. Yeah, so that was about life. So I have another one that I would like to share with you just before we go straight to business, and perhaps it may also mean something to us, to someone. And this is basically attitude. The mindset and attitude is everything. Yeah, so I'll also share it so that we tap into what it has for us. Yeah. Attitude is altitude.
Life is life. Life is an interesting journey of ups and downs. But how that journey ends is up to you today. You see, when you fall down, you feel like giving up. When times get tough, it's not the end. The question is, are you going to finish strong? The definition of a disability is something that will hinder you from being able to do something. I think, though, the greatest disability is not having no arms and no legs. The greatest disability is your mind, the choices that you make. The question is, are you going to make the right choices? Are you going to make the choice to have your life in its right perspective? Are you going to make the choice to get up instead of give up? Are you going to make the choice to dream big? There is no greater disability that we have in our life than to make the decision to give up. Because once you give up, then there is no hope. But until you give up, there is that hope. My passion is to encourage people, to inspire people to be all that they can be. I found my purpose, I found my strength, and I want you to find yours. Don't be afraid of failing. Every time you fall down, every time you fail, you learn something new. You're ready for the next one. You've learned how not to do something. Well, then learn from it and move on. Leave what's behind and press forward. You can only win if you don't give up. Go for it. Don't let anything hold you back. If nothing's holding me back, what's holding you back? No goal is too big. No dream is too far-fetched. It's as big as you could dream it. There are times in life where you don't see the purpose or the good in your situation. But just because you can't see it, it doesn't mean it's not coming. Who goes to the train station, looks down the railway and says, the train's not here, I'm leaving. You will wait for the train. Why? Because the schedule says that the train is coming. So just because you can't see the hope in your situation, it doesn't mean that it's not there. You see, many people think that I have only one foot just because you can't see the other one. I've gone from a life without limbs into a life without limits. What about you?
When I was born, the doctors told my mom, your daughter has no amniotic fluid around her at all. So when I was born, it was a miracle that I came out screaming. The doctors told my parents, we just want to warn you, expect your daughter to never be able to talk, walk, crawl, think, or do anything by herself. I had to deal with bullying a lot, but as I said, I was raised very normally. So when I started kindergarten, I had absolutely no idea that I looked different. No clue. I couldn't see that I looked different from other kids. I think of it kind of as a big slap of reality for a 5-year-old because I went into school first day decked out in Pocahontas gear. I was ready. I went in with my backpack that looked like a turtle shell because it was bigger than me. And I walked up to a little girl and smiled at her. She looked up at me like I was a monster, like I was the scariest thing she'd ever seen in her life. I thought the day was going to get better, and unfortunately it didn't. The day kind of got worse and worse, and a lot of people just wanted to have absolutely nothing to do with me, and I couldn't understand why. Why? What did I do? I didn't do anything to them. In my mind, I was still a really cool kid. So I had to go home and ask my parents, what's wrong with me? What did I do? Why don't they like me? And they sat me down and they said, Lizzie, the only thing that's different about you is that you're smaller than the other kids. You have this syndrome, but it's not going to define who you are. For so long, I thought what defined me was my outer appearance. I thought that my little tiny legs and my little arms and my little face was ugly. I thought it was disgusting. I hated when I would wake up in the morning and I was going to middle school and looking in the mirror, getting ready and thinking, can I just scrub this syndrome off? It would make my life so much easier if I could just scrub it off. I would wish and pray and hope and do whatever I could to pray that I would wake up in the morning and I would be different and I wouldn't have to deal with these struggles. It's what I wanted every single day, and every single day I was disappointed. My life was put into my hands, just like your lives are put into yours. You are the person in the front seat of your car. You are the one who decides whether your car goes down a bad path or a good path. You are the one that decides what defines you. So let me tell you, it could be really easy to, really hard to figure out what defines you. Because there are times where I was just so annoyed, frustrated, and I don't care what defines me. When I was in high school, I found a video, unfortunately, that somebody posted of me, labeling me the world's ugliest woman. There were 4 million views to this video, 8 seconds long, no sound, thousands of comments. People saying, Lizzie, please just do the world a favor, put a gun to your head and kill yourself. Think about that. If people told you that, strangers told you this. Of course, and I was ready to kind of fight back, and something kind of clicked in my head, and I thought I was going to leave it alone. Then I started realizing, am I going to let the people who called me a monster define me? Am I going to let the people who said kill it with fire define me? No. I'm going to let my goals and my success and my accomplishments be the things that define me, not my outer appearance, not the fact that I'm visually impaired, not the fact that I have this syndrome that nobody knows what it is. So I told myself I'm going to work my butt off and do whatever I could to make myself better, because in my mind, the best way that I could get back at all those people who made fun of me, who teased me, who called me ugly, who called me a monster, was to make myself better and to show them, you know what? Tell me those negative things, I'm going to turn them around and I'm going to use them as a ladder to climb up to my goals. That's what I did. I told myself I wanted to be a motivational speaker, I want to write a book, graduate college, have my own family, my own career. 8 years later, I'm standing in front of you, still doing motivational speaking. First thing, I accomplished it. I wanted to write a book. In a couple weeks, I will be submitting the manuscript for my 3rd book. I wanted to graduate college, and I just finished college. I'm getting a degree in communication studies from Texas State University in San Marcos, and I have a minor in English. I really tried to use real life experience while I was getting my degree, and my professors were not having it. But I wanted to have, lastly, my own family and my own career, and the family part is kind of down the line. My career part, I feel like I'm really doing well with it, considering the fact that when I decided I wanted to be a motivational speaker, I went home, I sat in front of my laptop, went to Google, typed in how to be a motivational speaker. I'm not even joking. I worked my butt off. I used the people who were telling me that I couldn't do this to motivate me. I used their negativity to light my fire to keep going. Use that. Use that. Use that negativity that you have in your life to make yourself better, because I guarantee you, you will win. Now, I want to end with asking you again. I want you to leave here and ask yourself what defines you. But remember, brave starts here. Thank you.
Wow.
Yeah, so I think we can begin with that. And I hope the audio was clear, much as from my side. My laptop has a bit of challenge. The audio, the volume is a bit low, but I'm sure the message came in. So
Yes.
I'll start with this young lady. Her name is Austin, and she just found herself like that. Remember, we talked about life, and the life was speaking about is a life that is 100% perfect. You're not disabled in any way. you are lucky. You have been educated, and you have been raised in what we can call an average African family, and perhaps you have had all to feed on, and things have been going well, and you have come into the age bracket that we said should be an active age bracket. So we have this lady who tells us to turn the negativity into positivity. Yeah, look at what looks like negative around you, what has occupied your mind, and you think this is going to destroy you. Instead of destroying you, look at how you can utilize it, maximize it to make sure that you actually become much, much more stronger. Yeah, you become much, much more stronger. So she talks about her, her life in brief. This is a lady that was born with a syndrome. A syndrome is more or less like a disability, but it was a disease, a lifetime kind of disease or disability. And to her, she felt it was normal, because she was born and she was breathing and everything looked okay to her. But later on, as she went to school, I'm sure you watched it's a certain part where she carried a school bag and it was heavier than her own self, So, and the other peoples at school, the students kept making fun of her. And she, at some point, she came home and asked her parents, but what is it exactly that is wrong with me? And the parents told her, everything is well. Just one thing is an exception. You have a certain syndrome. There's a certain disability that you actually have that the rest do not have. And when she got to know, she felt, kind of turned down, but later on learned to move with it and keep with it. And she kept going to school. And at some point, her video was posted on social media. I don't know whether that was YouTube or Facebook. I didn't mark that. But several comments were really raised on that video. And she talks of thousands of comments. Imagine when you sit before your laptop or when you get your phone and you're reading an article about you, and all you can see is 99% negatives from all corners of the world. And everybody is speaking about something that you did not, like to have, on your body or on yourself, something that you did not, that you are not even aware about its source and how it came about. But everybody says you are the ugliest woman the world can ever, have. So the best solution to them, most of them, was, why don't you simply help yourself by, turning a gun to your head and shooting yourself? So such a moment comes somewhere in our businesses, in our lives, in our experiences, a time when you feel like, why don't I just get rid of this? Why don't I just give up? Why don't I just give in? Why don't I just, let go? Why don't I just discard? Such a period comes in. But I'm telling you today, that is the moment between, between your success and your failure sometimes. That is the moment when the real deal is struck. That is the moment when your life turns around. You see, the decision, she talked about the decision, there are keywords in there. The decision you take, the decision you make at that point will either set you free, will either change your lifestyle, will change the lifestyle of your family, will redefine your future, and sometimes you will see that you become a different person altogether. So I want to talk about the decision. It's not just about taking a decision to be in phytoscience. It's not just about taking a decision out of excitement to be a promoter of phytoscience or just buy the phytoscience stem cells or the phytoscience product. No, you have a reason. You have your why. You took that decision on purpose. Yeah, you took that decision on purpose, and you must stand by that decision and defend it until you achieve, until you are successful. So when you look at this lady, she gives an accountability of her decision. You see, she says she intended to become a motivational speaker. And as you can see in that video clip, she was talking to, I think, hundreds of people gathered before her, listening to her, listening to this bright girl, bright lady who was supposed to shoot herself. You see? So she talked about becoming a motivational speaker and achieving it. Now, the other thing was writing a book. She needed to be an author. And as she spoke to them, she mentioned to them that she was writing, or she had just submitted the third script for her third book, you know. So you can see that she was already realizing and achieving whatever she expected to achieve. And all that was happening because she had chosen to turn the negativity into a different thing altogether. And she also intended to graduate. She believed that at some point through school, she would graduate with a degree. And indeed, she graduated with a degree in, is it communication studies or something like that? You see? I think if I recall well, it was at the University of Texas. You see? So what does this mean to us? What you think is taking you down, in most cases, it is something that will actually redefine your destiny, will redefine your lifestyle, your future. And your future is not about you yourself, it is about you and the people that you coordinate with, the people that surround you, your family, your relatives, and every other person. So it's not about how you're doing phytoscience. You might think you started phytoscience as a silver. You might have started doing your phytoscience business as a gold member. You might have been that lucky person that came in at a time when we had promotions like the booster promos and the junior platinum promo that gets you to become a platinum, which is the very best at phytoscience. And once you become a platinum at phytoscience, you automatically know that you'll never miss a single dollar that is supposed to go through to your account. If you are not a platinum at phytoscience, it means that there is a chance of some dollars keeping your position. For instance, if you are a silver and you referred a platinum, you will not enjoy the compressed roll-up bonus. But because you are in phytoscience for business, and you know that business is your primary purpose of being in phytoscience, then why not be a platinum? Why would you afford to miss a dollar where you are supposed to earn it? You see? So that is very, very important. So the other gentleman that we watched earlier, you know, his disability is not felt as a disability to himself. To him, he feels it is a point of strength, because he was talking about a few important things. Attitude is altitude. Attitude is altitude. There are some of us whose mindset is always looking for the negative. Is always looking for the disadvantages in something. You are looking for words like, you are looking for where to tell somebody, no, I can't. You know, I see problems instead of seeing solutions, you see. So wherever you find a problem, there is a solution. Where you say it is impossible, another person will tell you it is possible, and they will prove to you that it is actually possible. See, you saw that gentleman swimming. If you asked maybe some colleagues, or if you shared that clip with colleagues and asked them the technique that the gentleman is using to swim, yet he has no arms, you know, he has no limbs, no physical limbs, you know, you'd wonder, but he's able to get into a swimming pool and float, you see. So it's amazing, it's unique, you see. So he says Instead of giving up, get up. Don't give up. You cannot afford to give up when you're looking for success. Instead, you look at how to get up. You see, how to get up. That is very important. And it says you must identify your purpose. And it talks about failure. People fear to fail. Failing is part of the game. You don't fear to fail, because if you fear to fail, it means there is no way you are going to do it. You're not doing it. You're not practicing what will lead you to success. You see, you are not practicing it, and therefore, how will you succeed in life? If you fear failing in phytoscience, then how are you going to find your success in phytoscience? You see, get started after taking your decision, take action where a challenge presents itself. Look at how you can best come up with a solution to that challenge, because a challenge is not there to destroy you. It is there to prove to you that you have some hidden potential or a hidden talent within yourself that you have not perhaps identified. And if you are able to identify it, that will not leave you at the same level. It will leave you at a much greater height as far as business is concerned. So when a challenge presents itself, like the COVID-19 pandemic, when it came into play, to us in phytoscience, in network marketing, it was a thumbs up. Most of our businesses have gotten to a different level altogether, because we didn't know that we could actually utilize Zoom the way we have utilized it. We didn't know that we'd meet up with our teams in different countries, while in the comfort of our homes. We wouldn't be sharing at this time of the night had it not been this Zoom. Not only Zoom, there's also Google, there's also, I think, what is it called? There are several platforms, but we were limiting ourselves, but not anymore. You see? So he talked about a train station. There are people who want to see success before they actually walk the path or take the journey. They want to arrive before they can actually get started. That's not possible. That's not possible. Success is a journey. Just like you want to get to our dear, counter-stockist, Nigeria. That's my sponsor, my upline, who broke the news of phytoscience to me. Jide, you are very lucky you have that gentleman in your midst in Nigeria. It's unfortunate he has never been to Uganda, but if we can feel his impact here, what about you who are there in Nigeria? So sometimes he has mentioned to me that they have to travel they have to take a flight to, I think, Abuja, to be able to process visa so that they can visit Malaysia. I've met with Didi several times in Malaysia with Coach Bismarck and Jide, you see. But when they tell you the pain they go through to be able to process a visa to get to Malaysia, you feel like it is, it's a huge disadvantage. Because for us in East Africa, in Uganda, you just dream, once you have your passport and you feel like, this morning, I think, let me take a flight this afternoon to Malaysia. You will take the flight and you'll be in Malaysia the following day, you see. So, but when you are told that one has to take a flight from Lagos to Abuja to be able to process a visa at the embassy and what not to be in Malaysia, then you look at you who can just decide move from home. There's a day I moved from home. I think we had a presentation at the office, but somehow, somewhere, a program came up for me to go to Malaysia the following day. And that evening, I went and processed an air ticket with my passport. And the following morning, I was at the airport. The next day, I was in Malaysia, 21 hours flight. You see? So it's it's amazing. So he talked about getting to the train station. If you are going to take the train, if you are going to take a flight to Abuja, you have got to get to the airport, because the plane will not find you in the comfort of your home. The plane will not locate you in your office. You have got to go where you expect the plane to pick you up. Yeah. So You have to get to the airport. And when you get to the airport, you automatically expect a plane to land, or you expect a plane to take off. But if you don't get to the airport, that plane will never be seen in your eyes. It will never appear. You'll never sit in it, and it will never take off. And that is to you, but others will go, because it's not about you alone. So same applies to that train. You arrive at the train station, yes. You wait for it, it will arrive, and then you'll move with the train. If you are not there at the train station, automatically it will arrive, and its time will come, and you will still leave for the next destination. So success is a path. It's a journey that we take. So I cannot tell you that my beginning in phytoscience is what it is. My phytoscience journey has never been the same. The beginning is not what it is today. Where I began is not where I am today. And it's definitely not where I'm going to be by the end of the year. It's not where I'm going to be by the end of next year. Every step you take leaves you at a different level, a different standard, it leaves you a different person. You see, so previously I talked about my story, how I became diamond, and then eventually double diamond, then which is now black diamond, and eventually crown diamond, and where I'm going to be very soon as a crown crown ambassador, and then eventually the crown president. Because ultimately with phytoscience I must get to crown president, and when I get to crown president, phytoscience must create another title above crown president. So before you get there, that other title will not appear, will not be created. But when you get there, automatically phytoscience has to think about the next, because you have to achieve it, you see. So I see Didi is enjoying, because she's almost there. She's getting there, and a few other leaders, they are getting there, you know. So it's very, very important. You don't have to see your success physically before you get on the path, before you arrive, but you must see it in your mind. You must visualize. You must be a visionary. You must visualize and see that you are actually seeing that success that you wish to enjoy, or you wish to tap into. You must see it in your mind. You must see yourself somewhere. And only through doing that, you will make it to where you're supposed to be. You realize that success that you are yearning for. So for me, when I look at something, I don't want to hear about any negative bit of what I'm looking at or what I'm about to enjoy. Never the negative. I want to look at the positive. I want to be told the positive in something, because I don't care about the negative and the negativity or the negative things that surround it, the negative aspects. All I mind about is the positive. If there is something that is sounding negative, then it is my duty to find a way of turning it into positive. If you have garbage near your house, if you have a dustbin near your house, and it keeps, you know, throwing a stinking smell, then you have to do something about it. Perhaps that is capital for someone else, or that could be capital somewhere. That's why some people tend to pick that and call it manure in their farms. You see, so that is like that. Just as an example, you know, some people have dropped plastic bottled water. But when you drop that plastic, when you empty the bottle, once you finish taking that water and you throw the bottle somewhere else, another person will pick it, and tomorrow it will be something different. It will be presented in Lagos as maybe housing for a phone, you know, something different. So somebody told us some time back that your best capital is not how much you're going to invest in your business. It's not how much you're going to put in the business, but you can start with any amount. What matters and what is the best capital you should ever consider is what is in your mind. And that is your mindset. That is your brain. Because people have become so wealthy because of $1. Many people have become so wealthy because of $100. Many people have become wealthy because of $1,000. And very many people have lost money. People have lost their wealthy path by injecting a lot of money in their businesses. So you can have all the money that you need, but if you lack this, if you lack the wisdom, if your mindset is the poor version, is the negative version, that huge lump sum of money you are investing in something, investing in business, might be a waste. Might be a waste. So your mindset is very important, and you have to consider it. You have to always build on it, and you always have to strengthen it. And you strengthen it by, interacting with like-minded people, positive people, like the prof, like the GDs, like our dear Soft Mind, and the like, people who are on the same mission, just like your own self. You need to surround yourself with such people. Yeah, so I don't want to talk much, but maybe I can briefly talk about the compensation plan of phytoscience for those who have not understood it very well. And most of the people don't earn from all the bonuses that phytoscience has to present. No, but there are just selected few that will automatically, if you concentrated on them, you will automatically find yourself earning from almost all bonuses that phytoscience has to present. So I'll just, I want to share my screen and just bring some of those apps. Okay. I'll not talk about product. Of course, we have the best product, and that is with the innovation of organic stem cells from Ibel Biochemistry in Switzerland. The ingredients are fetched from Switzerland and in bottle format, in liquid format, delivered to Malaysia and processed for re-export to the rest of the world. So what we have is so powerful. The stem cell is a new great innovation that has really come to change how we've been handling health and our health issues as a new era in medication, in health. So if you look at this, we are being told that the huge potential market in the health line now lies in the stem cell therapies. And the former president of the US signed an executive order, a presidential directive on the stem cells. There's a video clip about that. You can search it. I'm sure Didi can share with the group. And it is estimated that a lot of millionaires will definitely be made in the next few years as they promote what we call the stem cell, whether it is organic stem cell, whether it is embryonic stem cell, whether it is adult stem cell, whichever type of stem cell it is, for as long as it's doing the right thing in people's lives, automatically you end up being a millionaire and a billionaire for that matter. So at Phytoscience, we have two brands that are being presented, and that is the double stem cell, the crystal cell, with the baseline of the organic stem cell. Yeah, so these serve different and very wonderful things in our lives. We do get our cells repaired, rejuvenated, regenerated, restored. So many words that one can use there. So if you're looking at bringing back, giving life to an organ, to a cell, to your body, basically, you have to think about crystal cell and the double stem cell. Yeah, we also have other products at Phytoscience. We have the Snowfield. just for somebody who mentioned that they are attending for their very first time. This is for detoxification, and it is also very good for encouraging the production of hemoglobin and saturation of oxygen all through the body. So very powerful, very nice product here. It's the one I'm enjoying actually here. So it is green, and you just pour it, you pick a circuit and drop it in your water, drinking water, and you are good to go. It's also very powerful for anti-aging, together with the crystal cell or the double stem cell. These two are the same, more or less the same. They serve the same purpose. So whichever you land on, you are good to go. The double stem cell and also the crystal cell. So each one of them has 14 sachets. This is one pack, so it has 14, and you can utilize those. We also have a wonderful spray here called the Miracle Intense Essence. Some people call it triple stem cell. Triple stem cell is just the category of the skincare range from Vitascience. Yeah, so this one is very good for wounds, fresh wounds, for clearing spots. You just spray a little on that particular part, and that's it. You see, so very nice. And we also have the water moisturizer, just for you to see it very clearly. Yeah, HO2 moisturizer. This is an anti-aging cream. Not only anti-aging, but basically it restores your skin texture. You see, so it's very nice cream for the ladies in the house. This is very powerful for the gents. This is so nice in restoring your skin and getting it back to what it is supposed to be. The one I talked about earlier is this, the Miracle Intense Essence Spray, and together with the rest. Yeah, so that is what we have at Phytoscience so far. And very soon we'll get another one for brain boosting, which the crystal cell already does, and the double stem cell. And also, but that is, I think, for kids. So we'll be enjoying much more of the product range. So I'll go ahead to share the business part. So these are some of the testimonies we have in Uganda. Yeah, this is particularly from one Herbert, one of our trained ambassadors, trained makers in Uganda here. This is a woman who was challenged with diabetes, with diabetes, and you can see her foot, her leg was about to be amputated, but the foot was in a terrible shape at this particular time. But you can see the process of regeneration and restoration, the stem cell doing wonders, new cells being born and giving back life to this woman who was almost headed to the grave, if I have to put it that way. So you can see in a period of just 4 months, there was total recovery. And that was utilizing the spray that I talked about, and the snowfield crystal cell together with a double stem cell. And we also have different cases, many other people who have benefited. This is one of our promoters, our leaders, and we visited with her the headquarters in Malaysia. That was 2019, last year in June, when we had a leadership forum there. And this photo was taken in our Oval Office at Phytoscience. Yeah, and later on in August, just 2 months after we returned, she was burnt with a pressure cooker in the kitchen, and she almost lost her face completely, as you can see. But she used the Miracle Intense Essence, the triple stem cell spray, together with the double stem cell and crystal cell. But you can see in a short period of time, she was okay. Yeah. So this photo was taken in July this year, but you can see what had happened on the 14th day. Yeah. So it goes like this. So this is one of our promoters. And many other cases. You can see the diabetic foot here, the diabetic wound. This person was about to be amputated, but you can see several photos showing the progressive improvement in this person's life. So someone who was about to be amputated, you can see how later they recovered, almost fully recovered. Let me put it that way, fully recovered their leg. And of course, as this happens to the leg, it means the diabetes in the body is being controlled. Perhaps no more a challenge. This is just one area that will symbolize that the diabetes is now under control, and much, much more. That's in Zambia, actually. So this was one of our pioneering testimonies in Southern Africa. This was Zimbabwe. And I sent I think 7 packets of double stem cell to this lady here through our leader in Zimbabwe, that's Princess. Yeah, when we had just started phytoscience in Uganda. So this was the very first testimony they had in Zimbabwe. So this woman had been challenged with this lump for over 6 years and had been, I think, flown to Cape Town. They wanted, I think, to have that breast, removed, but she declined. And later on, a month starting on the double stem cell, this breast assumed another shape, as you can see. So this is a real miracle. Yeah. So there's a video clip for that, and where she was expressing all the joy and happiness, and everyone was excited. We have several about colon cancer and much, much, much more. But basically, only he who can see the invisible can do the impossible. What looks like impossible to others, if you can imagine it in your mind, in your brain, then you can make it happen. It may seem impossible to Didi, but it will not. It is not impossible to soft mind. You see, if soft mind can perceive and imagine that she can actually have the best university in Nigeria, in Lagos, built or constructed in her home village, then she can do it. But he who cannot imagine that, then they cannot do it. It remains impossible to them. But to soft mind, it is possible. Yeah. So if you looked at, for instance, TV stations in Nigeria, you looked at perhaps the universities currently in Nigeria, you will find that maybe 25 years ago, the only TV station that was in Nigeria was owned by government. And perhaps everybody believed that only the government can own a TV station or a radio station. But today, I'm sure every individual, can own a radio or a TV station. Same applies to public institutions like the universities, schools. We would expect that only the government has the mandate, has the capacity to manage a wonderful and powerful university. But today you find individuals have transformed the former malls into universities. It is happening in Uganda, and I'm sure it is happening in the rest of the world. So only he who can see the invisible can do the impossible. Our eyes can hardly see, can hardly tell that this is a virus in blood. This is a bacteria in blood. Even if it were a doctor, when they pick a sample of your blood, they'll have to put it under a gadget. That's the microscope or another thing that can actually magnify it and indicate that there are certain unwanted organisms in this blood, in this sample of blood, you see. But without such a gadget, your naked eyes cannot be able to tell that there is a problem here. So this is just trying to message to us, to indicate to us that much as we have the eyes and we can see, there is something we cannot see, and that is we cannot see our next 20 years, 10 years from today. And therefore we need to tap into that 10 years, 20 years using an extraordinary mind, an extraordinary gadget that will really distinguish you from the rest of the crowd. That's something that will really help you come out of the crowd. So we need to utilize opportunities, platforms like the phytoscience platform. Utilize it, maximize it, and trust me, your future cannot be the same. Cannot be what it was supposed to be without phytoscience platform. you see. So let's try to see how this can come into play. And of course, that is network marketing. I don't want to go into the advantages of the direct selling or network marketing over the traditional business. There are so many advantages. For instance, you'll hardly land on a counterfeit product when you are utilizing the mode of network marketing, because you are getting everything coming direct to you from the manufacturer, you see. So you eliminate all those middlemen, and in due course, you find that you are paying the worth of what you are supposed to get, you see. So it eliminates a lot of, counterfeit, duplication. And of course, if you got something from the manufacturer, like bottled soda, it goes through stores, distributorship, warehouses and the like. By the time it comes to you, it's almost expired, but you are paying much more for it, because all these middlemen have to earn a profit. They have to earn a profit. So by the time it comes to you, it is already very expensive, but the ingredients have actually turned into something else, you see. So there's much that we can talk about and share when it comes to this, but I want to skip it. So why network marketing? Of course, we are enjoying online business trends. There is a low entry capital. Your capital is basically your brain and your will to share with other people, to open your mouth and share with other people. And of course, have some little time invested, and you are not going to pay rent in this. Basically your capital is here, is in the mind. And with FightSense, you can start as silver and become a platinum eventually, for as long as you do it right. You don't necessarily need to start as a platinum, much as we advise you if you are able to start as platinum. And there's no age limit. There's no, we don't look at your profession. We don't look at your religious affiliation. You see, with the network marketing, we don't look at your background, whether it is a poor background or a wealthy background. We don't care. But if you die poor, then somebody will care. Somebody will care when it comes to that. So, and you sign your own paycheck. You decide how much you want to earn in FightSense, and that's what you earn. So you sign your own paycheck. The incomes are unlimited. You automatically be your own boss. And when you are your own boss, you determine your time, you manage your time, you manage your finances, you determine your finances and everything, basically. So you drive your own time. Dreams will come true definitely with network marketing. You may be having a lot to accomplish this year, and you may also realize that we are left with just 2 months this year. That is November and December. But I'm telling you, with FightSense, you can be able to achieve a lot more than you have achieved from January to October, end of October, in the next coming 2 months, if you do it right and you take the right decision. So 2 months mean a lot. The 2 months that are remaining in this year mean a lot. You can achieve a lot. And of course, the legacy. We are helping people, impacting lives. As you can see, people who are supposed to lose their legs now are doing much more activity than before. People who are supposed to be in their graves right now are actually out there impacting other people's lives, with a message of FightSense stem cell. And when it comes to stem cell, it has to be the right one, not the counterfeit. So much as you might have so many companies claiming to be, having stem cell and all that, please don't forget that FightSense has the originality of the organic stem cells on the entire African continent. Whoever has come up with anything that is similar to FightSense, whether it is a compensation plan, whether it is the stem cell or their product, they claim it is stem cell, and whatever it is because FightSense initially came up with that. And if you try to dig their roots, you'll find that perhaps there are people who came from FightSense or have their roots in FightSense. So always try to associate with one or with a company that is really proven, has passed the test of time, and continues to deliver. Because with FightSense, we had this 8 years ago, and today we still talk the same, and it has never changed, except that Phytoscience had to rebrand at some point because so many people had actually come up with different, different formats of the product. And this is also improved with another ingredient called dextrose, and also the phytoin and the phytofluin through the tomato carotenoids. Yeah, that's the crystal cell. So this was my very first time I was in Malaysia, my very first visit to Malaysia, with our dear late founder, Tan Sri Dato Sri Lai Tekpeng here. And later on, I also visited with the Zambia leader. I can see Bismarck here with us. This photo was taken by Coach Jide in Nigeria, your leader. And I can see the lady in the house somewhere there, and that is Didi. So you can see Didi is very focused. You can see the Zambia leader has been focused. You can see Martin has been focused. You can see Mr. Bismarck is still focused with phytoscience. So success does not come just in a blink of an eye. You expect success to come along the way. So 4 years down the road, I'm a crown diamond, and Jide is a crown ambassador. Mr. Bismarck, crown diamond, and the Zambia king is also somewhere, and many others. Didi is it blue diamond, black diamond now? Yeah, I think blue diamond.
No, I'm diamond. I'm diamond.
Black diamond. Ah, wow! Congratulations.
I'm diamond, not black yet. I'm getting there.
Why? Why are you taking long, my dear? In the next 2 months, do something about it. So I'm glad you are organizing and getting people together on this Zoom. So this was one team that I moved with at some point to Malaysia. Okay, today I used the Ugandan slide, so don't mind. So here we are with our ambassador. She's actually the High Commissioner of Uganda to about 6 different countries at a go in East Asia there. Yeah, so the embassy was put in Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia, but she's in charge of about 6 countries there. So we visited the embassy. That was sometime in March last year, and this was also another meeting we had with the ambassador. This was in October, I think October last year. This was the last time I was in Malaysia. We also met with the president of Harbour Asia, this lady here. We had an exhibition there in Malaysia, wonderful exhibition, and she also wanted to understand the organic stem cells. And we also had the co-founder, Phytoscience, visiting the embassy. This was after the ambassador visited Phytoscience, and she was so challenged. She was so challenged by what she found at the headquarters, and decided to revenge. And the revenge was by inviting the staff, to also visit the embassy. So that's where you see the assistant general manager, together with our business development manager, Madam Anita there, together with our CEO, current CEO, Willie, visiting the Uganda embassy, together with the Dr. Eunice here. She's also a blue diamond now in Uganda here. Yeah, a few staff from the Ugandan embassy. So this was 2 days before that, when the ambassador visited Phytoscience. She was being called by many people from Uganda, asking her about this stem cell and why it is able to do wonders and all that. So she really was very encouraged, and she basically represented the nation. So it was very exciting. It was indeed very exciting. Yeah. So this is another wonderful team. This is the lady that was burnt by a pressure cooker after this visit we had to Malaysia. Yeah, and many others. So this is our leader from DRC, together with this one here, DR Congo. This is the wife to our Tanzania leader, Hamim. Hamim was not in the picture that time, and together with our founder and the co-founder, with the rest, Dr. Eunice, myself, and my wife here also, Herbert and Willie. This is the speaker of our country. Her name is Right Honorable Rebecca Kadaga. We also served her the Phytoscience stem cell just before the COVID pandemic, season came in. This, I think, was in March or February. Yeah, so this is when we visited her in her office at the parliament, and she was so excited about the whole innovation. Yeah, so we have people who have succeeded. As you can see, Edwin from Zambia, we have Princess and many others. I will not go through that tonight. And Didi, please, can you display your packages for people to see? Yeah, just for people to see your packages.
Now, or when you're done, just go to the
Okay.
plan, then I will display the packages.
Okay, then that's fine. Yeah. So, which bonuses do you want me to talk about? Because I don't want to talk about all.
No, just pick the major ones. You can talk about direct bonus and development bonus.
Okay, so we have over 10 different bonuses and different ways through which you can actually earn from phytoscience by talking about or promoting the phytoscience stem cell. And some of them are instant payments, others are daily payments, others are monthly payments. So perhaps I'll just talk about one instant payment, the direct bonus, and perhaps the pairing bonus, and maybe the CTO leadership bonus. Yeah.
That's fine.
Okay.
That's fine.
Yeah, we have different packages. Just for you to know, we have the silver package, we have the gold package, we have the junior platinum package, and we also have the platinum package. Don't mind, this is for you. These are Ugandan figures. And of recent, we have had a number of promotions which are not indicated here. We have the booster promotions. I'm sure in Nigeria, you also have the booster promotions running. You have the 8th anniversary booster promotion as well, as we celebrate the 8th year of phytoscience, and much more, the junior platinum and all that. Yeah, so when you are a silver member, and okay, let me pick another slide, which is in the US, which is in USD. Sure. Okay, sorry, I'm trying to stop this so that I can bring up the PDF. Yeah, Didi, how much time do I have?
15 minutes actually.
Okay, that might be a lot. Okay, so wow, I can see some of my friends here in this slide. Okay. Okay, so this is the Prof Abdul. Is he with us tonight?
I don't think so. Not sure.
Okay. Okay, so you can see my slide.
Yes, I can.
Okay, so this is another wonderful gentleman from Nigeria, and then the other lady, the soft mind. She gave a wonderful testimony. She told people how she had to sell her ring at some point, you know. And there's also always a sacrifice, by the way, for success. You know, there's a price to pay. So this is very good. I see so many of your teammates, you know, already testifying. This is our dear upline, our coach, our mentor also. I can see Mr. Bismarck there, and many other people. Yeah, so there is a lot of success. Whereas in Malaysia, cars are treasured. The luxury cars are treasured. For us in Africa, perhaps we might have different preferences. Maybe you want to have a huge farm. Maybe you want to have land, maybe a huge house or something like that. So at the end of the day, you get to realize your dreams. Yeah. So when you're a silver member and you refer a platinum, you get 93.57 PSP. PSP is phytoscience point, which is basically equivalent to $1. So 1 PSP is equivalent to 1 USD. So when you're a silver member, you begin with a silver package and you refer a platinum member, that is somebody who pays for the highest package, you receive 93.57 USD. Now, if you're a silver member and you refer a fellow silver member who starts with the same package or similar package, you earn 32.85 USD. If you're a silver member and you refer a gold member, you earn 88 PSP or USD. And if you're a silver member and you this is 93.57 is for a booster package. I think, and the booster packages are different. We have two of them. There's one that carries, that weighs 320 pairing point or product point. And then there is a booster which holds 420 PP. So remember the bonuses are calculated as a percentage of the PP product point. So if it is a booster of 320, you have to know the percentage that moves along with it. If it is silver, perhaps it is a certain percentage of that 320 or a certain percentage of the 420 for that particular booster package. So the same applies to the silver here. If a silver refers a fellow silver, that is a certain percentage of the 73 PP, because the silver package comes with a 73 pairing point. Now, if a gold member refers a silver, they'll get the 32.85 USD. If a gold member refers a fellow gold, they'll receive 177.75 USD. If a gold member refers a platinum, they'll receive 225 USD. And if a gold member refers a booster, those are the promotional packages, they'll receive 189 USD. If a platinum member refers a silver, they'll receive 32.85 USD. And if a platinum member refers a ferro platinum, they receive 450 USD. Yeah, that is so amazing. That is so powerful. So it's very, very recommended that you become a platinum in phytoscience as fast as you can. Take advantage of the boosters. If you pay for a booster package, automatically you'll be upgraded to platinum. And once you're a platinum forever. You see, so once you're a platinum, it means when you refer a platinum in future, a full platinum, you'll collect all the 450 USD, just like somebody who paid the full amount of platinum to become a platinum member at Phytoscience. So remember also with the first purchase incentive or the direct bonus, when you upgrade to platinum, or you are still a silver and you are somebody you referred, a member you referred, upgrades to gold, you will again collect that that direct bonus, the one that that is supposed to be paid to the gold. If that person you referred eventually upgrades to platinum, you will again collect, you know, the matching direct bonus 450. That is if you are a platinum as well. But if you're still a silver and somebody you referred finally upgrades to platinum, you will still collect some money, some bit of it, and that will be the 135 PSP. So at Phytoscience, our direct bonus is so unique in that you don't earn it once. You earn it every time somebody you referred actually makes an upgrade. Yeah. So we also have what we call the pairing bonus, and the pairing bonus is so interesting. This one is earned daily. The other that I talked about is instant. Is paid instantly. Once registration of a new member or upgrade of a new member is processed in the system, your account automatically receives the indicated bonus amount. So with the pairing bonus, once you are a silver, once you're a gold, once you're a platinum, automatically you are treated the same when it comes to the pairs. So we have different scenarios, but I will just pick one and perhaps major on the silver. and I'll explain it I will explain better, I think, using our slide, because there's something that is missing here. It best, let me see if I can share my slide here and then illustrate that better. I'm sorry, today I used different slides, but just for better understanding. Okay, I seem not to be, yeah, I can't find it. Okay, I can't find it, so I'll keep sharing this. Yeah, so with the pairing bonus, this is earned by team builders. If you're somebody that has now started referring people to Phytoscience, you automatically enjoy the pairing bonus. And this is paid daily. Every midnight Malaysia time, the system goes into maintenance for calculations of whatever has happened during the course of the day. And after 1 hour, you check your account, you find that your pairing bonus has actually been paid. So when you join Phytoscience, you are placed either on the right or the left of somebody. But today we are going to focus on you. So let's take this illustration, just this one here. So if this is you, and you have registered in Phytoscience and you refer your first person, that person will either be placed on the left or your right. There are only two sides that the person can belong to, either your left or the right. So wherever they are placed, suppose they came in with a silver package as well. That silver package comes with 73 product point, or PP, 73 PP. So that person A is placed on your left, and then on your right, you also have another person when you refer your second person on the right. So when you have two people in that pattern placed below you, on the left, on the right, and on the right, those people will be matched, or that point, the 73 points on one side against the 73 points on the other side, will be matched to make what we call a pair, you know, and that pair is paid at 14.6 USD. 14.6 USD. I think this will not help me explain this very well. Let me just pick up that slide.
You want me to share mine? Because mine is a bit
no, I have a different one.
okay. Okay, bear in mind we just have 5 more minutes, Leader Martin.
That's
because
okay.
people need to ask questions. Yeah, so we have 5 minutes to wrap up and allow people to ask questions.
Okay, so I'm going to share this. Perhaps people will understand it better. Okay, so let's take the assumption that everybody is coming in with a silver package. Yeah, so this is you have registered in Phytoscience. You have the left and the right. So when you have your first person appearing in the system, and eventually you refer the second person on your right, the company is already paying. Remember, this 32.85 is the direct bonus that we talked about earlier, not the one I'm trying to bring out now. So you have already received also another 32.85 from the direct bonus for that silver that you referred. But at the end of the day, because the company has realized that you are actually promoting them, they'll give you another bonus, which we call the pairing bonus. And that comes in at the end of the day, and that is 14.6 USD. So for the two people that you have referred, one on your left and on your right, the company will give you that additional 14.6 USD, and at the end of the day, you have collected 80.3 USD. Now, that is because you have generated 73 points on the left and the 73 points on the right, which is equal to a pair, or equivalent to a pair, that results into that 14.6 US dollars. And then, of course, this family that you have engaged are also productive. They'll go out there talking to others about the beauty that lies in phytoscience, about our business, about the goodness of our product, the effectiveness of our product, and therefore they will continue to give back. They will continue to refer others. And as they do that, as they attend the Zoom meetings and they get to understand all this, so you have your family growing, yeah? So your genealogy begins to spread, and before you know it, you have 73 points on one side, matching with 73 points on the other side. So in other words, this bonus is not earned from only the people that you refer yourself. It's earned from whoever happens to appear within your team. Whether it is somebody referred by yourself, referred by the people that you engaged, or the people that engaged you in phytoscience, because you might be having the so-called uplines or people who sponsored you into phytoscience also placing some people within your team. So all that counts. So once there is 73 points on your left and 73 points on your right, that is a pair. Now that we had realized 4 different silvers coming on board, that would mean a pair here and then another pair there. That's 14.6 USD. So that day you earn an extra 14.6 times 2 because you have 2 pairs that day. Now, it could also be a very good day, and you find that the following day, or maybe at some point, you generate maybe 8 new people within your team, 8 new silvers within your team. And those 8 new silvers within your team, if arranged in that pattern, they will result into 4 pairs, as you can see. And each pair is 14.6, 14.6, 14.6. So this will result into quite a substantial amount for you that very day. So all we talk about is how to maintain this, how to maintain it as a residual income. So if you have not built a team, if you have not built a progressive team, a team that is really doing what they're supposed to do, automatically you will earn this once and perhaps you may not earn it again. So it's very important to make sure that you duplicate your effort, you duplicate very well to make sure that everybody understands what they are supposed to do so that the team remains growing down the road. So you earn this to infinity. There is no limit in terms of depth. So even if you have 1,000 generations from you, automatically you will continue to earn this pairing bonus. Very wonderful bonus. And if you're somebody that is concentrating on retail profit, making retail sales for retail profit, you can never enjoy this kind of bonus. And you are limiting yourself already, because when you resort to selling the phytoscience stem cell for retail profit, you find that in a year's time or in a few months' time down the road, you are using your own effort. Everything that comes to your pocket is because of your own effort. So you find that you are getting tired. You tend to become so tired, and most people get frustrated along the way. So it's all about leverage. If you don't employ the principle of leverage in your team, in building your phytoscience business, then you are not on the right track. So it's very important to engage the leverage system, to make sure that you engage people, they understand how they benefit, they understand what the product is able to do, so that they can also engage others and duplicate accordingly. So that way you'll find that you are utilizing little effort, little time, and at the end of the day, you are growing in phytoscience month after month, year after year, and that's how you get to become a blue diamond. That's how you get to become a black diamond. That's how you get to become a crown diamond, and those other levels that are beyond that. So basically, that's what we should focus on. Now, remember, this is all on the assumption that everybody engaging here is a silver. But if one came in as a gold, then it means the pairing points are much more than the 73. So you find if there is a gold somewhere there, and maybe another person has referred a gold this side, you're also going to make a lot more pairs, because the gold comes with 395 points against another 395 points. That would result into maybe, if I'm not mistaken, about 4 or 5 pairs. If it were a platinum against a platinum, that is also different, much bigger. So that's how it is. And yeah, it is summarized here. So as you can see, so once you're a silver, the pair will be 14.6 USD. But if you're a gold, if it is a gold and another gold that have been referred in your team, then it will be 79 PSP or 79 USD for the pair. And if it is a platinum to a platinum, it is 200 USD for a pair. That's how it is. So remember, it is not you that should have referred these platinums. These are people who are falling into your team referred by others. But if it is you that referred one of them or the two, then you will also be rewarded with a direct bonus, which I talked about earlier. Yeah. So we also have the keen bonus and much more. So Didi, today let me stop at this. This is just to introduce a few bonuses to our people who are not supposed to talk about the bonuses tonight, but I've brought it in. Yeah, maybe if there's any specific one that you would like me to talk about, or else we go for the questions.
Okay, Leader Martin, this is 10 o'clock already. Thank you so much. Please, can we appreciate we've been talking for about an hour, 30 minutes now. That's a lot. Please, let's appreciate Leader Martin. I am not sure what time it is in Uganda there, but I'm sure it's later than our time here. So you have sacrificed to add more value to us here, and we appreciate that. And I noticed that you did have we did have some members of your team from Uganda, and Enveros also here. Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you so much for taking our time to be with us. And I'm sure we've gotten value today. The motivational part was just off the chain, telling us what is possible. We are our own limits. Whatever we set our mind to do, you can achieve. I saw that man swimming and I'm asking myself, what is my excuse not to swim? The hands are there, the legs are there, everything are there, but yet you still get scared of getting into the water and swim. So when you see someone like that we will tag as disabled, actually being even more able-bodied than the so-called able-bodied is amazing. So we are our own limitation. And the other lady showed us that whatever excuses that we have that is hindering us are what they are, excuses. Once you make up your mind they're going to do something, don't look out for the negative. Negativity is easy, it's cheap. Everybody sees it is there. But turn it around. Look for the positives. There's so many people that would have been on this platform that are not on this platform because of one excuse or the other. You get excuses like, I don't have the money to start. Oh, the products are too expensive. Oh, who will buy this product at this price? Oh, this, oh, that. How do are you sure that one can actually grow a rank? Are you sure people actually earn this money? All negative. And rather for them to look at it from the point of view that, wow, so it's possible to earn money like this. If Leader Martin can earn it, if somebody has generated over 300,000 from this platform, it means I can do same. There is nothing special about him. He's the same as I am. One head, two hands, two legs, and all that. So if you can do it, then I can. And most importantly, if you can do it in a country like Uganda, that is way, way smaller than Nigeria, and it's getting it done, then what else? What is your excuse? You really don't have any excuse. If you say the products are not working, there are 1,001 people that will stand up and show you that the products are working. So you don't have to get intimidated or you get despaired because one person said this. What about the other people that have said it as working? Okay, you don't see testimony in your own body. What about the people that you have given that have seen testimony? So don't focus on the negatives. Rather, use the positives to build. That you have not seen today does not mean you're not going to see. Maybe yours will take a longer time. You just have to be patient. But the fact that you have not seen does not mean that somebody else would not see. Leader Martin put it so aptly. He said the fact that you get to the train station or you get to the airport and you have not seen the plane does not mean the plane is not going to land. It's already scheduled. It will happen. So if it does not even come at schedule, does not mean that it's still not going to come. So if you are patient enough to wait for it, you will end up, embarking on that journey. But if you turn your back and say, oh, it has not come, it means it's not going to come, and you turn your back to leave. The people that are patiently waiting will be the ones that will eventually make that journey. The ones that say, okay, that it has not come now does not mean it's not going to come. It might take some time, but eventually it will come. You get to the train station, like the man said, and you're looking out for the plane, you're not the train, you're not seeing it. Does not mean that it's not coming. So we need to be patient, we need to be focused, we need to take that decision. Once you take it, stay in and build. Once you make up your mind, I'm going to do this, particularly if you have something to fall back on. You have people that have already gone on that journey ahead of you, and they're showing you it works. I posted a picture in my group today, and I had my whole genealogy from Mr. Bismarck up to my first sponsor. And I looked at it, it's over 3.5 years, and we're still in it. So if you're looking at any of us to say, oh, these guys seem like they are getting it all together with this platform, it didn't start like that. We're still in it. There are days that you don't earn a dime. There are months that you just earn a little. But guess what? We stay true. So now that it seems as if the thing is like you're wondering what you're doing now that is different, that the money is coming in, on a daily basis, it's because you worked it. You worked it. It's not the day you sow that it's there going to reap. There's a sowing time, there's a seed time, and there's harvest time. And there's the waiting time between seed time and harvest time. But in the waiting time, you don't just sit down and fold your hands. You go and you de-weed your crop. You go and take away all the weeds that have gone, because you want the crop to grow up beautifully, and you don't want that competition for the weeds to compete with the nutrients. So you go there, you clear the weeds, you make the place conducive, and allow that crop to grow. So when it's not happening for you, does not mean you should sit down. You keep prospecting, you keep talking to people, you keep following up people, you keep reading to improve yourself, you keep equipping yourself, you keep growing in skills that will let this happen for you. Eventually, you will see the results. So really, no excuse is valid. I don't have money is not an excuse. Prof didn't have money, started the business. Pat didn't have money, she sold her wedding ring. Once you believe in the vision, once you buy into it and you know that this can take me somewhere, you will make it happen. Someone said, when you don't want to do something, you give an excuse. When you want to do it, you find a way. Where there's a will, there's a way. Phytoscience is an extremely beautiful platform. Ida Martin is not up to 40, yet he has generated over 150 million naira. It's over. That's just one account. What can 150 million naira do for your family right now? What can 75 million, half of that, do for you right now? What can 30 million naira do for you right now? What can 10 million naira do for you right now? When he started, he showed us his first earning in the last meeting. It was just less than $32. $32. Some will earn that today and not earn in phytoscience in the next 1 month and just say it's not working. But look at it. He didn't stop because he saw $30. He kept on. There were some days I'm sure he didn't earn anything. But today we're celebrating someone that's earned over $300,000 because he stayed in to build. Some will come and say, oh, I'm not here for health. I'm not here for the money. I just want to get my health back and all that. What are you going to use to buy the product? Is it not money? Now, when you buy the products today, are you not going to buy the products again 3 months, 6 months after? Because it's a therapy. Now, why are you thinking of yourself alone? If you can afford to buy it for yourself and you see somebody out there that is sick, that has a need for the product but cannot afford it, and you're looking at that person and saying, I have something that can help you, but you have to go and look for money to buy it. Why can't you take from that money that you have, that you know that you have excess, and buy products and give to that person? You need to extend that. Most of us, we want to do it, but we don't have the means to. Outside our family, we can't care for the next person because our income is limited. But with platforms like this, by the time already you are buying the product, why not just tell somebody about it and get an income? And you get that income, if it means you using it to empower other people, you've done well. So let's not come in and just assume that, oh, this is all about me. No, we're building a community of users, we're building a community of helpers. And you cannot give what you don't have. So if you don't have it, how do you give out? If you're not being enriched by it, how do you enrich other people? It's going to be next to impossible. So you get enriched first, you get empowered first. You come in, you buy whatever you're coming in for, whether it's for health or for business. If you're coming for business, you will gain the health because they're going to buy the product. You'll be able to use the product and you'll be able to extend to other people that need the product. And you're generating money from it anyways. Now, if you're coming for the health, you're seeing results. You're extending to people, they are seeing results. You're supposed to leverage on it and use it to generate income to also continue to either help yourself or help other people as well. So it is true, it's a win-win. It's a win-win for all of us. So I don't want us to live here with the mind that I only want the help. You want the help because you have crossed 40, you have crossed 50, you have crossed 60, but you have children that are looking for means to generate money. Encourage them to be part of it. You have relatives that are depending on you. Encourage them to be part of it. You are getting the help, but you're helping to empower them for them to become something too. As a young person, and you're thinking, okay, I want to leverage on the business, I want to generate income, I want to have something, that I can use to settle my bills and all that. But you have uncles and aunties that are sick, so you come in for the business, but you use it to extend it to people that need the help and generate business for yourself and keep generating business for yourself. So it's a win-win. Whether it's health, whether it's business, both of them work hand in hand, and we can leverage on it and enjoy this together. So I just felt I needed to just chip this in for us to see it. If Leader Martin, I'm sure you gift people products, don't you? You help out people with products, you give out products. Now, if you're not generating income, how easy would it be for you to give out products to people? Sorry, are you muted? Okay.
Okay.
You're not generating income from the business. How easy would it be for you to give out products to people that need for free?
For free? I didn't get that very well.
I'm saying, do you gift products to people? As in, do you bless people with products to help their health condition?
Yeah, of course. I don't recall when I last sold out a double stem cell or crystal cell. I don't do that. There are many people who come to me from like we have a leader from Kenya. Yeah, one leader, upcoming leader who was with Fight Science some time back and then was let down by the by the sponsor from a neighboring country. She couldn't access the product, but so she came to me asking me to sell to her. I told her, no, it's not possible. Much as we need money in phytoscience, I'm not a retailer. I don't look for the retail profit. But if you are ready for team building, you are ready to impact the entire Kenya as a country, impact other people, then I'll come in. I'll give you all my time to make sure that you take Kenya to another level. You take people to a greater height. So today she's earning a lot of money. And to tell you the very truth, you cannot earn 300,000 from the retail sales. Even if you are ready to do it for 5 years, to do retails for 5 years and earn retail profit to the tune of 300,000, and remember that is for my first account, not all. Yeah. But if you are to earn that, even if it were 500,000 USD, you can't work yourself out to that point, because that will mean advertising, that will mean employing sales executives or agents and all sorts of things, but you may not make that profit. But when you do the real leverage system, automatically it becomes so simplified and you just find yourself earning it, and much more, by the way.
That's precisely the point. So if you're here thinking retail, or if you're here thinking just usage and you just mention once in a while, it's as if somebody's giving you fish. You hunger again. You can't sustain it. But if you're here and you're looking at team building, whereby you can leverage on the efforts of other people and grow an income that will surpass you, then that's somebody teaching you how to fish. So at every point in time that you need it, you already have the skills, you know how to do it. So that's what this is about. We're not calling you here this evening to start selling phytoscience products. No, that's not the aim. Most of us that are team builders, we don't sell products. Or business builders who don't sell products. What we're calling you here, or what we're opening you up to today, is to show you how you can use sharing, how you can use the sharing skill to generate income, how you can use sharing skills to generate income, not selling. So when you see things happen, you share. Get people into the Zoom meetings, let them hear people's experiences, let them hear people's stories, let them hear people's testimonies, and by so doing, they will see the need why they need to use the product and get in on the business opportunity and leverage on that and generate income without interfering with your other means of income. It doesn't interfere with your job, rather, it enhances it. It doesn't interfere with your other businesses, rather, it enhances it. The Zoom platform has made it so easy that you can send an invite and the person joins. We usually do evenings because we want, by the time you have left your jobs or the people that you are inviting are not engaged in their business activity, they are home, they can afford time to listen in and see how they can enhance their income opportunities. We need multiple streams of income. It cannot be overemphasized. Multiple streams of income. And one or two of those streams of income has to be passive income. It has to be something that you can earn without being fully involved in it. You should still be able to earn. Your full involvement is at the point where you start. By the time you're able to start that system, build the system, stabilize the system, now you can start enjoying the fruits, even when you are not there, even while you are asleep, because the people that are coming in are starting their own business chain. As they're starting their own business chain, you have percentages from their efforts. You're getting percentages from their effort. Everybody's effort that joins the team, you have a percentage, either in the area of matching bonus or in the area of development or pairing bonus. It comes to you, or even in reorder bonus. As they are reordering products, you have a percentage. So that's what the business is about. I hope those of us that are joining for the first time are taking something away from here. Yes, we're sorry, we've extended beyond our 2 hours, and it might get a bit complicated for you at this point. It's expected. By the time you come for the next meeting and the next meeting, things get easier, they get simpler, and you get to understand it better. All right, thank you so much. I need to chief that in. And I can't believe we are still 60 something after the the whole 2 hours. We started at about 80 something. So, and network has been bouncing a lot of people in and out. So we appreciate you. So at this point, let's see if we can just squeeze one or two questions in before we shut down for tonight. You guys, you're very, very stingy with your reaction today. What's going on? Why are we stingy with the reaction? Let's share it. It's free. It's free. Let's show some love. Let's appreciate with a clap or a thumbs up. Please, let's appreciate. If you are still at your desk, thank you. Okay, do we have questions? I can't read the whole of the chat room, but please. Uh-huh. Oh, Soft Mind is here. Welcome, Soft Mind. The family is getting bigger. So usually at this hour, we have other sub teams that are also having meetings because we are spreading, having different cells. So it's just one love. Yes, one love, Grandma. It's just to further build the business better. So do we have any questions, either in the chat room or someone's raising hand for question? My co-host, please help us. Herbert Uganda, are you raising your hand for question? Don't tell me you're raising your hand for question. It's not possible. But we welcome you, Herbert. Because you're from Uganda, please unmute yourself. Let's hear from you. You came all the way from Uganda. Herbert.
Yes, Didi.
Yeah, hi, Herbert. Thank you for
How are you?
joining us.
Thank you very much, Didi, for the presentation and our leader, Martin. For me, it is just to appreciate and I encourage everyone that phytoscience is the way to go. There is nothing that you can change in life without changing your mentality. So it is high time for us all to change our mentality, and we move on with phytoscience as we market stem cell, which is organic stem cell that has created many people millionaires, and we are continuing to create billionaires around the globe. So I encourage everyone, Just it is a matter of marketing. Just talking. After talking, go and eat. After eating, go and enjoy and shop. So at the end of the day, money, big money coming in your pocket. So I thank you very much for this wonderful presentation tonight. Here it is almost midnight in
Wow.
Uganda, but I enjoyed, seriously, Didi, I enjoyed your training and Leader Martin. I thank you very much
Thank
because
you.
we are impacting lives health-wise and financially. We call it cancer of the pocket and the cancer of the body.
Mm.
So we move on and we introduce stem cell worldwide. We don't stop. If you stop, also the cancer comes in. Yes, it comes in the body and it comes in the pocket. So we have to introduce stem cells every day, every morning, every afternoon, every night. So as we move on, also the business or the money comes in your pocket. Me, Herbert, I have experience of network marketing now. It is 7 years, but I've seen how life can change with network marketing.
Yeah.
Phytoscience is my second company, and Martin is my mentor. I appreciate him. He has done great to me. And you people, if you have that guy, please use him even if he's on Zoom. Don't only just see him as Martin, just see him as a mentor.
Mm.
So that guy can do something which you cannot expect. So I understand Martin very well because he has done me very, very good. And I know our CEO, Wilto, also is a wonderful man. Also, I met him in Malaysia. We went together. Martin took me my first time to go in a plane. Now,
Wow.
yeah, so it was like a miracle. On my side, in my family, I was the first person to go abroad, and I enjoy. And when I went to Malaysia, we shopped many things from there, and we learned many things. So we don't move just for luxury, but we go to learn many other things like businesses. When you meet other class of people, also you enjoy. So I thank you very much
Thank
for
you,
this
Herbert.
wonderful night. Maybe in Nigeria now it is morning. I don't
No, it's
know.
actually night. It's almost 10:30 p.m.
It is what?
It's almost 10:30 p.m. here.
Hey, okay.
Mm.
It is evening time.
Yeah, we are
So
just 2 hours
Didi,
behind.
for sure, my vision is to become. I have many things I want to be, but I wanted to have time freedom, financial freedom, and many others. But now for this moment, time freedom, I have enough time. I retired when I was still young. Like I give an example of teachers. You may find a teacher with 90 years, but he doesn't have time. Always is at school training. But now COVID-19, it is they are at home. But when they are at home, they have no money to eat, and the family is suffering. But network marketing, we are making money now. Even this is night. So let us encourage everyone to see that you have your own business in network marketing, and we enjoy it. Thank you very much, and God
Thanks,
bless.
Herbert. Thank you so much. Okay, Madam Anka, you want to say something? I think with what you're going to say, you will also help us wrap up because time is indeed fast spent. Madam Anka, unmute yourself. Okay, I think Kel is asking a question. Madam Anka, you can unmute yourself. Okay, I think Kel is asking a question. The package to be gold while I'm waiting for Madam Anka to unmute. Let me just show you that briefly. Okay, Kel, this is your best buy right now. And this is going to expire. Can you see? My co-hosts, I should be getting feedback from you guys so that I know if something is happening.
We can see you.
Okay, so Kel, this is your best buy right now. This is going to expire by tomorrow 5 p.m. So it's 356,100 naira for the booster gold. When you buy this pack, you're automatically upgraded to platinum. Normally you would have paid 1.34 million or so to buy the platinum pack, but with just 356,100, you can become a platinum member for the price of gold. So this is your best pack right now. We also have another package, the Booster 2.0. That's the one, the 8th anniversary promo that goes for a little short of 400,000. That also would upgrade you to platinum. Okay, so is Anka ready for us? I hope that answers your question, Kel. I'm unstable, unable to unmute. Are you still in? So I can try again to unmute you. Oh, okay.
Yes, she's there.
Yes,
Uh,
yes.
okay, so
Yes, I'm in now. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for staying this long. Leader Martin, we truly appreciate your time, your effort, and we have learned a lot. Anytime you come, we just await to hear from the great Martin. We are awed by your experience, and we look forward each time to hear from you. We can't let you go without asking one vital question. I imagine I'm also asking for the rest of everyone here. I hear you talk about reaching out to other people in other countries, Kenya, Zimbabwe, and other places. Is that the secret of your upward movement? I mean, you've gone really far in a very short time. And how do you achieve this? I'm hoping that this would not take, I mean, I'm going to get a sharp and precise response to this, but I'm really anxious to learn about this.
1 minute. There might have 1 minute to answer.
Yeah, thank you, Leader Anka. Now, with that, you know, in business, we look for quantity, but it's very, very important to consider quality before quantity. You can have say 10,000 people in your genealogy, and you find that you have only 5 right people. So you need to engage, you need to build the right people, identify the right business partners and build with them. So it's not that my achievement so far in Phytoscience is about business being
how many people?
No, it's not that, but it's also one of the reasons, but it's not that. So it's just that we have some right people in our teams. So when I talk about the right people, I look at like people like Princess in Zimbabwe, people like Edwin Kalunga in Zambia. Look at people like Herbert in Uganda. We look at people like Dennis in Uganda. So there are not so many, but they are the right quality people that you want to associate with in business and build with. Yeah, so it's quality before quantity. I think if I give it to you that way, it summarizes it all. So you can have many people, business builders in Nigeria, you still succeed. But it's also very important to share with somebody in Cameroon, share with somebody in Niger, share with a friend in US, because it's about impacting lives world over. That is what Phytoscience is about.
Okay, Leader Martin, can I keep in? Since Anka has asked that question, let's just keep this in. Now, it it's definitely an advantage if you can grow the business outside your country as well. In addition to growing in your country, to also have spread outside to other countries. Why I think so is when it's in other countries, there definitely would be an emergence of the stockist there because you need to service that country. You can't keep sending from your country. It's easier when you have a representative in that country as well, servicing that country, business becomes easier. So when you have stockists spread in different countries, they definitely would want to grow the stock, and that is indirectly growing business in that country. So that might definitely increase or grow. It might actually lead to a rapid growth, or it might lead to an improved what's it called, quality of growth, vis-a-vis just focusing on your, I mean, in your own country as well. So I think it might be an advantage if we can also build the business outside your own location. So you already have experience in that, having your business in like 2 or 3 other countries. So vis-a-vis the internal growth and having it outside there, would you say is an advantage?
Didi,
Yeah.
automatically that is a huge advantage because you are spreading your potential into different markets. Yeah, and we do have some factors that come into play. For instance, conflict. You know, there are natural factors that will always try to limit your business growth. Like now we've had the pandemic season. In some countries you cannot cross to at the moment physically. Even where even our neighboring countries, you can hardly move to those countries considering the pandemic. So if you have spread your business to different countries, you have a higher chance of surviving in seasons like this. Now, if you have your business operating only in Nigeria, for instance, last week, I think before I was away from the city for some time, but just before I traveled, I was informed that there was a conflict in Nigeria. I didn't study it much. I didn't read about it that much, but I got to understand that there was a conflict somewhere in Nigeria.
Yeah.
I don't know whether it spread all through the nation or some parts of the nation. So you find that
it spread to a good number of states. Yeah.
Okay, if you have dominated in certain areas with your business and neglected others, and such a thing happens, and you cannot operate, you find that your business will just come down completely. You see, so if you have spread it to the entire nation and perhaps to other nations, your business may not feel a sharp pinch in case such a thing happens. But you wait for some time, and as they survive through it, they'll get back to business and perform, but that means other parts were also progressing. So it's very, very important. That's a very, very good idea. But of course, as you build internationally, if you come across somebody on Facebook, via WhatsApp, and maybe is it called Snapchat or Instagram and all that, try to identify the ones who are really serious for business, and if they show you that they are set to build business, give them the time they deserve. Have a Zoom meeting with them to make sure that they understand it very well, they appreciate it very well, so that they can become a quality business promoter. Yeah, because when you do that perfectly, automatically you will spend less of your effort in building their team, because you already have somebody representing yourself, in that particular nation. They are doing what you would have done in that particular nation. So it's very important.
Okay, thank you so much. I just needed to get insight in that area as well. All right, Madam Anka, are you gone? Don't go. Madam Anka, where are you now? Hey? Yes, disappeared.
No, she's there.
I'm here. I say you should close us now. So you just
Okay. Thank you so much, everyone that has been here. And you won't believe it. This meeting, my cousin is here. She was going to sign up a bronze, but partway through the meeting, she said, "Look, I'm going to add money to it. I have to sign up at least a silver." She said, "I just heard. I just heard." That will tell you the impact of these meetings that we have. The power of knowledge, the right knowledge, you just cannot overstate it. And I just appreciate the fact that we come here every Friday, every Tuesday, and we learn. And as we learn, we grow. For every leader that comes out, put out energy, data, time to impact other people, I appreciate you. And for everyone that listens and invites people and gets invited, we also appreciate you. We are growing in leaps and bounds. Thank you so much for being part of what we do every Friday. Tuesday is another time we are focusing on some exciting things about our product. We look forward to seeing you again. And Didi, thank you. Dida Martin, we appreciate you. As many people that have come in from all over the world, thank you. Thank you and thank you. Good night.
Thank you so much. Yeah.